Hello guys, Luca here. Welcome to my new PvE tanking setup. This build is called Crusher, and you will see why I call it like that. The build's purpose is reduce the armor of the enemy shit ton, so DDs can go precise instead of sharpened, and they can get more benefit from Warhorn. Okay, so this build, yesterday we did 2 VMOL runs. I was main tanking. One run I did with Horny Tank, and one run I did with Crusher. And people see numbers they didn't see before with Crusher build. Like the DPS increased a lot, and I don't know why, but this build armor reduction seems to be much more effective than Warhorn spamming. So we're gonna see, I guess. Anyways, let's start. First things first, your race choice. I'm still Dark Elf. You can do whatever you want. Imperial Nord actually works really good. It's more tanky because I lack some resistances with my builds, so Nord can help you there. Other than that, you can go High Elf for more magic recovery, which means more stamina. Breton, I don't recommend that much, but it's still good, not so bad. Stamina recovery is not so good, guys. That's the thing. Other than the Dreadguard is a really good choice if you want the best sustain. Go with Dreadguard. Other than that, I don't see anything. Yeah, you can do with every race, really. Just pick whatever you want. You can do everything with that. Okay. Let's check our attributes. By the way, I don't do PvP with this character anymore, so I can do whatever the fuck I want. I was holding back my resources for the sake of PvP, but I don't do that anymore. So I spent 30 points into health to reach the 25 mark, and the rest of it into stamina. We have 17.3k Magicka, 25.5k health, 28.4k maximum stamina, and we have 900 magic recovery, which is unbuffed. Stamina recovery and health recovery doesn't matter. We have some weapon critical, which is good because you'll see why. And we have 19k unbuffed physical resistance and 24.3k spell resistance unbuffed. Let's see what happens when you buff. 24.4k, 29.6k. So this is not totally buffed. We are using also Ransec, which gives us minor. What was it? Minor resolve, yeah. So it will go just at 1.3k here. So yeah, it will be nearly 26k. So it's good. It's enough. Other than that, we are using Atronak Mundustone. We are a Vampire. Vampire is really good. Get Vampire and stay in stage 4. It doesn't matter because you're gonna be using Vampire skills. We are using 3 stats. Food, increase max health, max magicka, and maximum stamina. And that's all pretty much. The potions we are using is main potion I'm using is this one, but this one I found this actually gives you more stamina than this one, because this one buffs your magic recovery and you get more magicka. I didn't realize that before, but this one doesn't give you that much stamina. Just 6k is not that much, but this one gives you 6k magicka, right? For example, when I use Ignis Shield, I get 1500, something like that, and I can do two uh, things, two Ignis Shield with this portion, so which gives me 3k stamina, and that's half of it, half of this, and I buff my magicka recovery, so I actually get more stamina using this instead of this. So yeah. Uh, Other than that, did I miss anything? Yeah. Um, let's check items. Okay, this is where it gets interesting. First thing is blood spawn. You can go Lord Warden. If you have stamina issues, you can go Engine Guardian. Um, People do not like Engine Guardian, I know, but it is good for um, like if you have stamina issues. Blood spawn doesn't give you the sustain you need at that moment. Blood spawn gives you ultimate, which you can convert to resource, and 15 ultimate is not that much. That's the thing. Other than that, Engine Guardian, when it procs, it gives you shit ton. So um, if you have sustain issues, go Engine Guardian. But if only you have, as a Dragonknight tank, you shouldn't have any sustain issues at all. But uh, maybe you are not capped in CP, maybe you are beginner in tanking, you probably have some stamina issues, so you can go Engine Guardian, it doesn't matter. It really is not that big of a deal, you can do whatever you want. I go Blood Spawn because of the ultimate. It has a really low chance to proc, but still, uh, our off tank is running Lord Warden, so I don't see any other set that is more beneficial to group. Um, I have infused heavy headpiece with 3 stat enchant and heavy sturdy with stamina enchant. Okay, and the second set we are using is Alkosh. The jewelry is all robust, so there are no health versions of this. That is why I had to spend health attributes. Uh, yeah, I'm using shield play enchant on all of the jewelry, and also you can get purple versions of this in normal Mawflor Cache. You get the legendary from veteran Mawflor Cache. We are also using belt and bracers, hands. These are reinforced, but if I get sturdy, I will use sturdy. The sustain is good. You don't have to worry about sustain, but still, if you can get sturdy, I think it's better, because reinforced doesn't give that much as medium armor. Anyways, you get my point, I guess. So these are shield play, these are with stamina, and try to find sturdy if you can. Okay, so what does Alkosh do? Second, third, and fourth bonus, I don't care. The fifth bonus is the one I want. Enemies hit have their physical and spell resistance reduced by 3k. That's the thing we want. 3k resistance debuff is huge. It it uh, it buffs the DPS a lot, believe me. This is really good for the purpose of this build. And also we are using something really different. I got this suggestion from a friend, uh, which got this suggestion from someone else, I don't know. Anyways, this item set is kinda fucked up because no one else is using the 5-piece. This set is only be known as the 2-piece spell damage. Just everyone is using dual swords or one-hand shield in PvP with Torok Spiked. Only the spell damage people care about. 2-piece Torok Spiked, but we are using 5-piece Torok Spiked, and this is really different. Just it gives maximum health, so it's kind of good, and also it gives spell resistance, which is helpful in Monflokai. And the thing we really want is the 5-piece. Reduce weapon enchantment internal cooldown by 1 second, increases enchantment potency by 30%. So the enchant on your weapon is 30% stronger. That's the thing. We are using Crusher enchant on our weapon, infused weapon. Infused gives weapon enchantment effect by 20%, so we get 30% from here and 20% from here. So, and also reduce cooldown by 40%, so Crusher enchant can be up nearly all the time. Maybe it is up all the time, I don't know, I didn't test it. So yeah, it is really good. Just check out the enchant. Reduce target spell resist and physical resist by 2500. It's insane. This set is a must for tanks in the current meta, and this set gives nearly like 500 less, but still really strong Crusher enchant. The normal Crusher enchant gives only 1600 as far as I know, so this thing is really good. Let me check. I think I have, this is shit, no, I don't have, whatever. Okay, it's good, doesn't matter. Just, you get my point, I guess. It's really good and you should use this. The Crusher is really strong, but it doesn't stack with other Crusher enchants, so tell your team to slot something else, because they will lose DPS if they use another Crusher enchantment. And we are using 2 of them, because when this might be a not good idea, but still, if you want 100% uptime on it, because when you swap your weapons, you may not be able to swap back for some time, and I want 100% uptime on this. So I used Crusher enchant on both of them with infused, and I have infused shields with stamina enchant, and I have infused heavy chests with 3 stat, infused heavy legs with 3 stat, and sturdy heavy feet with stamina enchant. And these are with stamina enchant as well. Um, yeah, this is all here. Uh, so we have 2.5k from here, 3k from here, so it makes 5.5k, right? Yeah, more than that, but still 5.6, 5.5. And we also, when we use taunt, it gives 5.3 nearly, so it is insane. Like, what the fuck? It is more than 10k armor reduction. What the fuck is this? This is insane strong. 10k armor reduction. Imagine the DPS increase. Your DDs can go precise or 2 daggers instead of axe. Just imagine the Warhorn. If you have good Warhorn rotation, the DPS will go sky high. And we did fuck up yesterday a lot. Still, we got more DPS. This is really good. Other than that, we look at the items and let's check the skills. First skill we're using is Taunt, which gives major fracture to enemy, and also meta Taunt. So, Pierce armor. I don't have to use it because you get resistance from ransack, which you don't get all the time, but major breach is already up. Healers are using elemental drain. It is not an excuse that you shouldn't have to say this. My healer doesn't do elemental drain all the time. This is not an excuse. It's your healer's job, not yours. You get more resistance with ransack. Even if it's 1.3k, it is resistance. You don't have to use pierce armor. That's your healer's job, not yours. Or whoever is using elemental drain. Maybe a DD is using, I don't care. Just, it is not your job to apply major breach. If there's another source which should be, if there's something that should be used by another person, you don't have to take it. Just go something else, like this. You don't have to get pierce armor because you get major breach already. So you can go ransack and get more resistance and be more tanky. That's it. And second skill we are using is heroic slash, and this is really important info. You actually can do minor maim on the bosses and reduce their damage done by 15%. I say this nearly on all of my videos, but I'm gonna explain again. When you use heroic slash on a boss, it says target is immune right here. The reason it says it is this. Heroic slash has a movement speed reduction debuff, so you cannot reduce the movement speed of the bosses. That is why you get that message. You can reduce the damage of the boss with heroic slash. You can actually apply minor maim on the boss. That is really important. And also we have minor heroism, which gives us ultimate. I keep it up all the time, so it gives us sustain as well. So you get back that stamina you spend with more ultimate usage. So keep this up all the time. Third skill we are using is from Earthenheart, Ignis Shield. It gives you a nice shield and increases your healing done, which is good. And also it gives you ultimate. I use it every 6 seconds. I don't spam it. Never spam Ignis Shield. You don't have to. Every 6 seconds you use Ignis Shield, and when you use Ignis Shield, you give your team minor brutality, which is only available to DKs. When you use Ignis Shield, you give your team 5% weapon damage. And also when you use Ignis Shield, you get 5% stamina back. So yeah, when you use this every 6 seconds, you can just get around 1% stamina every second. Think of it like that. So yeah, Ignis Shield is really good. Don't take the other morph, it doesn't do good at all. Okay, so this is a flex spot. If your team has a Magica DK, you don't have to use this. If your team has a Magica DK, you can go like this. Invigorating Drain here, and Coagulating Blood here. This is the way to go if you have Magica DK in group. But if you don't have, Engulfing Flames here, and Invigorating Drain here. So what does this do? I don't use it for the damage it does. I use it for the debuff it gives. Affected enemies take 10% additional damage from all flame attacks. That is insane. That is really good. All Magica DPS in this game use flame attacks. For example, let's see. DKs will be using it. DKs are using flame all the way, so they're already using a engulfing flame, but it doesn't matter. Templars have Vampire Bane, Shooting Star, Sorcerers have what's that? Wall of Elements, Elemental Blockade, Shooting Star, Force Pulse, which has fire in it, and Nightblades also have. Some of them are using Force Pulse and Shooting Star, so it buffs all Magical DDs. All Magical DDs are using Elemental Blockade, so it is a really good buff for them. So as I said in the beginning of this video, reducing the armor and making your DDs hit harder, that is the purpose of this build, and this skill serves really well for this purpose. As I said, this is a flex spot. If you have Magica Decay in your group, you can go Invigorating Drain, or you can go Coagulating Blood for being more tanky, because you will get 8% more healing received. Fifth skill we are using is Absorb Magic, and it is a really nice shield against casters, and it is a must. It is not a must, to be honest, but it is really good. It just takes away the pressure while fighting Rakat. And again, the other morph, do not take it. When you reflect the Gatling gun back at Rakat, they heal him. That's fucked up. Don't take the reflect. If you are doing PvE, your job is not stunning the guy who is sending you shit or doing damage, whatever the fuck they are doing. You don't have to do damage, it's not your job. Absorb Magic heals you, which will make you more tanky. Just take Absorb Magic, you will not regret. Also, just for slotting it, it gives you block mitigation 8% and reduces the cost of your blocks by 8% as well. So it's really good skill. I think this is a must for every tank, whatever class or magic or stamina you are. This is really good. And this is our emergency ultimate, Magma Shell. It just gives your team a really nice shield, and it just makes you immortal. That's it. What I do is I keep it on my front bar because emergencies sometimes don't let you weapon swap. That's the thing. Sometimes you will not be able to weapon swap. So that is why I keep it on my front bar. It doesn't matter, you can do other way. Uh, just just doesn't matter. Just keep it here. You don't have to slot aggressive horn on both bars. Anyways, only use this if you know you are going to die and you can recover uh, the fight. If you think it is a certain wipe, don't use it. Okay, on our second bar, we are also using one hand shield. Don't run anything than dual one hand shield. Okay. First skill we are using is elude. I was using shuffle for PvP, but elude just uh, gives you longer uptime, and you can save some stamina uh, reapplying it later. So it's not necessary, but still better morph for the for PvE. It just gives you really good tankiness because you dodge uh, one of each 5 attacks, which is really good. And it's just good. I keep this up all the time. The second skill we are using is Echoing Rigor. To be honest, I just got it, as you see. I didn't use it yet. But I was using Resolving Rigor to heal myself. But uh, this thing uh, is much better. Because uh, let's just read the Resolving Rigor. 10k healing over 5 seconds. And this one gives you 7k healing over 5 seconds. Nearly 8. That 2k extra healing will not save you. I actually use coagulating blood when I am when I'm at low health. It heals for really good amounts in PvE. So Echoing Rigor is the better choice because look at this. Look at the range. See this? This is better for group play. And I just took it and I will use this from now on. Anyways, um, really a little nice healing you can give your team. It's good. Uh, just keep this on your bar. It can help the group a lot. The third skill we are using is Inner Fire. As you see, I didn't morph it because it is not necessary at all. Just do not. You don't have to morph it. Don't morph it to stamina because if you probably won't, but still, just to be safe, if you run out of stamina, you need to have something to taunt. That is why, if you if you're really gonna morph it to Magicka. Don't morph it to stamina. Just range taunts. That's it. And fourth skill we are using is Coagulating Blood or Invigorating Drain. Invigorating Drain is a vampire skill. It gives you ultimates. This is really good skill. I still use this. I was using it on Horny Tank and I still use this on this build. Really good ultimate regeneration. Really good. Uh, Someone suggested going 2 decisive weapons on your back bar with Invigorating Drain, like dual wield, but I do not think trial bosses uh, will forgive you if you run dual wields. it is not safe because this build lacks defense already. So if I drop my shield, I don't know what will happen. So um, it will work really great on everything that doesn't hit hard. For example, second boss VMOL, that is just a joke. Their damage is joke. You can't do that. But on fighting Manti, first boss, Rakat, um, no, I don't think so. On trash packs, it can be really good, but uh, I don't think it's viable in trials. Anyways, this is a good, this is really good skill. Just keep it. And if you have, as I said before, if you have magical decaying group, put immigrating drain here and coagulating blood here. Coagulating blood gives you 8% healing received and heals you a lot in PvE. I mean, so it gives you more tankiness and a nice healing. This actually saved my life a lot. When your health is low, it can heal you a lot, believe me. Actually a nice healing skill, but only useful when you are at low health. The last skill we are using is hardened armor. I dropped the other one because the other one is I was using to get night blades out of stealth, but this one gives me a little shield, which can help. It doesn't help at all. Like, it's a really joke shield, but it is still the better choice for PvE. Yeah, it just gives you resistances and nothing else. Just resistance buff. And the ultimate we are using is aggressive form. It gives your team maximum magical health and stamina, 10% by 30 seconds. And the thing we really want is major force, increasing your critical strike damage by 30% for 9.5 seconds. This increased the DPS a lot. That's the thing. This is a lot of DPS increase. Okay. We use this ultimate as main ultimate. Don't use magma shot accidentally. This is just for emergencies. Anyways, those were the skills, and let's go to CP. Okay, we have 75 Arcanist here. I only use 75 to get Master Gatherer. I think best would be 30 points Arcanist, 100 Warlord, and rest into Magician. I think that will be the best choice. We have 100 Blast, which will buff our healing with Echoing Vigor, Battle Roar, Absorb Magic, Coagulating Blood. So when you combine it with Ignis Shield, you just do really good healing. Nothing here, and we have 77 precise strikes, which will buff our Absorb Magic and Vigor heals. Now we actually use Vigor to help the team, so precise strikes will be better. And other than this, there is nothing here. Okay, this changes. This is the setup I use for tanking VMod. I have 100 point Elemental Defender, 50 for Hardy, 15 Hardy for Trash Packs or whatever, and 27 Quick Recovery. Okay, why do I spend Quick Recovery? Because I do like some defenses, and stacking defense is not something you really want to do. Like, mitigation has a diminished return thingy, so more mitigation you get, less damage mitigation you get as when you go higher you get less. So that's why I I prefer healing received instead of mitigation. Um, so what you should do here is, for example, if you are tanking Sanctum, Helra or whatever, you should go Hardy because physical and poison damage. And for example, in VMOL, nearly everything is magic damage. So I have 100 elemental defender and 50 hardy for trash packs, whatever the other shit. And whatever I do, for example, if I go uh, Hadra or Sanctum, I do like this. Um, I get every point from Elemental Defender. I run with 0 Elemental Defender, 100 Hardy, and rest into Heavy Armor Focus. I said mitigation is bad, but still you get more mitigation. But still, I use Quick Recovery. I still use Quick Recovery because this is better than mitigation. I found it to be better than mitigation because, as I said, more mitigation you get, less benefit. So that's why. Yeah. So you need to change your CP according to where you are going. Okay, these are CP, and yeah, I think that's all, right? I told you food I'm using. I told you pretty much everything. Okay, I think that's all. Um, Thank you for watching. I will see you soon with videos of the split. Anyways, see you later. Take care.